Hi guys, welcome back. Our next patient on the workbench is this SwitchMode Powersupply. It is rated at 12 volts 10 amps, so 120 watts. Basically what happened is there was a breaker tripped in the DB. We didn't know what it was, we just knew some of the circuits weren't working. We switched on the breaker. Next thing, out of the cupboard where this thing was busy running the security cameras, I saw a bright flash and the breaker tripped again. Unplugging this thing, breaker reset fine and no more bright flashes. So let's take it apart and see what happened. Okay, so let's see which screws we have to undo and find a suitable screwdriver. Just hold on. I have lots of unsuitable screwdrivers, but here's a suitable one. Looks like that one's been opened before, that screw. Okay. And just check that the 110, 220, or 230 volt switch is on 230 volts because we're in South Africa. Yes, it is on 230 volts over there. And we'll put this away. And I'm not seeing anything visible yet on the top of the board. So let's undo these heatsink mounting bars. Get them out the way. And undo some more screws so we can get the board out and look underneath. Like I say, there was a bright flash, so I expect to see something at least. Let's tighten that one screw before it runs away. Okay, if we look there on the chassis, there's a nice little blow mark, and skid all the way over there, little pieces of tracks. Ah, there we go. Straight away I can see a common South African problem. That is a South African gecko or lizard. Let's get him in shot there, maybe. Shame, so he got a little bit toasted. Okay, so I don't think this little guy did much damage to the board, because you can just see there's a few burnt tracks here and it's all on this primary input side. The rest of the board looks okay. So I might just clean this off and we'll see how it goes. So this one doesn't look like it's going to be a complicated one, because I don't actually like working with SwitchMode Powersupply. They tend to not like me too much. Okay, so as I was saying, SwitchMode Powersupplies don't exactly agree with me most of the time. I prefer linear power supplies. Easier for me to troubleshoot, but also they're not that economic, because to go for a 120 watt transformer, it's going to be quite a big heavy thing and a lot of loss due to the inefficiencies where it heats up the transformer. There are videos that explain about SwitchMode Powersupplies and how to fix them and things like that. So feel free to check them out if you want, if it interests you and you can learn about it. But this looks like it's just going to be an easy fix. And I'm getting a nice smell of this alcohol here. This is 99.6% alcohol. That I bought for 99 South African Rand from A1 Radio Services in Durban, South Africa. Now I just spilled a whole bunch on the desk and on me. yeah, also I want to clean it so I can see where the traces must go, but also important is to get rid of any carbon traces that could conduct later. Because these little bits of the shot around are carbonized and then they conduct, and then you can have a really bad day if it starts conducting again. Go banging, especially since it was in a cupboard with clothes and boxes and all that in it, it could have ended up being not too good. But if I'm looking over here, which I will show you as well. Where's my friend gone? Okay, my little friend gecko lizard thing is still there. Okay, let's take it in for you to see. And then this camera doesn't want to focus on it too well. Come on, focus. Okay. So if you can see, this track is just a bit thinner than it used to be. This one is still connected. It did shoot out a lot of that pad over there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little jumper wire in across there, across that little trace onto that pin there. And maybe just touch up the soldering here, make sure that's good and proper. And then it should be good enough to test. So let's go and touch up this one first, which doesn't look like it's lost too much meat. That looks neat. Yay, looks neat. Woohoo. Anybody see my little workbench die cutters anyway? So, they're on the computer table for some reason. Computer table, computer table, computer table. Okay. And I'm back. Did you guys miss me? Okay, here we go. Let's punch in a bit more if the camera will allow me to and stay focused. Hello. Okay, this track doesn't have to be too thick because it's 10 amps at 12 volts, so it's 120 watts. If you take 120 watts divided by 230 volts, which is the primary input here, 120 divided by 230 is half an amp. So at full load on the output, we'll be drawing half an amp, which this little sliver of track, you can see over here, it's still under the solder mask. That's still good, so that can actually still handle it. But let's just make it look pretty. And beef that up again, make it nice and shiny. If the track was too badly damaged, I would have taken the wire strumper straight from here to there, but most of the track is in good condition still, and there's not much current, so I'm just going to jump across there. And make a booby trap for the silly gecko's buddies. Okay, so that looks like a dog's breakfast. Just because of the rosin or resin, a flux inside the solder. Shouldn't really need to clean that anymore. I love this alcohol because it's just good for cleaning off. Okay, now you see I've kept the same separation between the tracks, so that's not a problem. I've patched it up. Now let's use some of this plastic 70 conformal coating, colorless Schutzlack Farblos, whatever. It's a little clear conformal coating spray. In fact, I think I'm going to just do the whole board. Just because. Okay. Now to put it back together again and keep it in frame on the camera. I think I should put the gecko, bug, lizard thing. Yeah, we know them as geckos. Don't know what everybody else knows them as. Think he should come in or should he stay out? Just a warning, rather don't spray that conformal coating spray inside. It's not the friendliest of stuff. It's conformal coating my lungs. Woohoo! Okay, now to put this little plate in. Actually, before I do that, should have really cleaned this off and not just ripped the poor diode forward like that. Sorry, diode, won't do that to you again. But next time this thing dies, it's probably going to be something more serious, and then okay. Now I've cleaned that heatsink compound out. Let me put some back in. Not that I'm pulling anywhere near 10 amps from this thing, but why not? It's just for security cameras and the DVR. Okay, so let's push that back. Hope you guys remember which way my plate went in. Okay, it goes in screw holes there. So either it goes in like that. So I think this one actually does. Let's see how this works. If this looks right. Yeah, this one looks okay like this, because it is going to be, because this is the pivot point now where the screw is, it actually pushes in on that side because of that little piece there. So that's holding that nice and tight. This one's an easy one. Push those back. They've got their nice heatsink compound on, so it's likes me. We're going to put the bar like this, so it also helps. This is a spreader. Which you're probably going to, some of you are probably going to rewind to the beginning of the video and see if that's how they came out. I don't know, but that's how we put it in. Don't know if you can see that, sorry. Okay, so here we got that very loose bar over there. I did something wrong, I guess. Oh, I've gone and knurled those legs. So I made this one into a shorty. No, I didn't short him, I made him short. Sorry about that. sometimes it's difficult to manipulate things on camera. Okay. So those two are nicely crushed against the back with the cut. Fire the producer of this video. And fire the talents. Okay, well, I'm not going to wiggle that around anymore. They look tight against the back heatsink. Where is the cover? Where can the cover be? I don't know how to sing. Okay, did anybody check if I bumped the voltage switch when I was busy here? Now some switch mode power supplies, like the ones you get in televisions and video machines, and video machines for you people that aren't young millennials. For those of you that are millennials, go watch Techmo. I think he does a lot of VHS video machines and Betamax and things like that. Techmo's channel. It's an older way of storing videos before you went to DVDs and Blu-rays and online videos like MP4s and H.264s and YouTubes. Okay, so now let's see. Now that we've got rid of our Gecko Man, what happens? Ah, we got a green light. Green lights are good, especially on this power supply. Some of them have a red light, it doesn't. Let's just check out of intersect what is our input voltage at the moment. Now let's go check our AC input voltage. What's coming out of the wall socket here? 249, 250, so that is quite a bit high, but I have confirmed it with another multimeter, so let's go to 12 volts DC or 20 volts DC and let's check our output. Come on. 12.02. Now let me just show you something with these power supplies that's also nice. You see it's got a little screwdriver. Over here it's got a little potentiometer. Normally. On the ones that are fixed for LED drivers and things like that, they don't normally have this potentiometer. But you can always modify and put your own potentiometer in if you wanted to do something. So let me attach this tester on here, just so I don't have to worry about the wires flopping around. Now I set this to 12 volts, or close to 12 volts as my tester would show me, just to run the security cameras and the DVR. But look what range we can get once I can find a screwdriver that will let me turn that potentiometer. Try this one. Yeah, this one works. Okay, so by turning it anti-clockwise, 9.71 volts. 12, 13, 14.8. Now what's nice about this, okay, if you look at one of these alarm batteries or a gate motor battery or whatever, 7.5 amp hour battery, okay, this is just an old one that I pulled out of a UPS earlier. Okay, standby use, 13.5 to 13.8 volts charging, or cycling use 14.4 to 15 volts. Okay, so say you're running a very low current thing like an alarm system or something, and you just want, the battery's going to stay connected to it, given it 12 volts, and you just need the battery to be topped up gently, you just need to give it a standby use charge. So you just hook it up to one of these things, and if we look at the charge, 13.8 volts. If you go too much less than 13.8 volts, the battery won't charge really. It'll show the voltage that your charger is running at, but it won't be charging. Okay, so let's go. And if we hook this up to the battery and hook the battery up to our circuit, and we just turn up the wick there, 13. 13.5 to 13.8. So let's go. Normally we say 13.8 for lead acid batteries like car batteries and alarm batteries. There we go, that should be fine, 13.82. So this thing could actually work as a battery charger for lead acid. Please do not try this as a battery charger for lithium batteries, like walkie-talkie batteries and camera batteries and cell phone batteries, etc. Because if they don't have protection in, they can catch fire and then you can't put the fire out easily. So just showing you this thing can do 13.8 to keep these batteries float charged. And like I said, it can go all the way up to 14.8 on this specific one. If you go for the SwitchMode power supply that does 24 volts, you can also put, to charge 24 volt battery for example, 13.8, 13.8 is 26, 27.6. So if you've got a 24 volt supply, you set it to 27.6 and then you'll be float charging your 24 volt battery, if I got that right. But always look on your battery, it'll tell you what the float charge is, or from the battery data sheet. Okay, so let me just turn the wick down again. Too low, oh no, it's gonna blow up. Come on, there you go, you can do it, don't be scared. A little bit more, come on. Okay, I'm not worried about being a bit above 12 volts because I've got losses in the cables running to the cameras and the DVR and everything, so that should be good. It looks like it's working, it looks like it's fixed. My little lizard friend is now out of it, so I get to go connect this back up and have my security cameras working again and not have flames coming out of the cupboard. I think in future I might put this onto a piece of ceramic tile or something there, just to separate it from the wood that's in the cupboard. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and pass it on to your friends. If you click on the little bell icon as well, you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Click the like button, click the bell, and thanks for watching.